Aloha everyone. So I'm here at the beautiful Pololu Valley on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I wanted to do a video on emotional integration of fear. And that's the first thing I want to talk about as I'm here in this beautiful valley. You can kind of see it behind me, is understanding that that if you're a human being right now, you have emotional trauma. It's part of our life journey as we come into this world. The frequency and the energy of our parents, whatever emotions they have, that goes into the fetus as we're being created in our mother's womb. And then as we are birthed and we go through our own life journey, the emotional trauma that we go through as a child stays in the human body. Every single experience you've ever had in your entire life, all of the emotions that you've ever had are still in your body, in the cells of your body. Your body is actually conscious. This is how your body knows how to drive a car, how to brush your teeth, how to tie your shoes, without you constantly needing to learn that. Your body remembers. But your body also remembers emotional trauma. And so what happens when you're in relationship with people, the very first thing that your body does, your mind, your thoughts do, because the body talks to the mind like the mind talks to the body, they're actually communicating back and forth, as well as your heart. Your heart, and I'll talk about the heart in a little bit, your heart also communicates with the mind. And that's where we're going to be going. That's what we're going to be integrating the fear back into the heart, into love. And I'm going to do a practice with you guys to do that. But what happens is, as you're going through your life, you're actually living your life at your personality based on your trauma, because that's how you know how to do you. And you think that that's who you are. You think that, you're a shy person. But there's something inside of you that had some type of emotional trigger, emotional trauma, that created a trigger that then triggers the mind to think, this is who I am. So I want to talk about fear, because this last year of the C word, I don't use those words for various reasons of getting my videos cut down, but the whole entire globe, the world, we have all experienced some type of fear this last year and a half. And here's the thing, fear is a normal human experience. There's nothing right or wrong or good or bad about fear. Fear is a frequency in the body. Your whole body is a frequency, and your emotions are frequency. And fear, what happens with fear, your heart starts to pump a little bit faster, your breathing starts to shallow, because your body usually starts to cave in because you're afraid and you're trying to protect yourself. You're wanting to be smaller, so you're hiding. So the very first thing that you want to do when you're afraid, and whether this be with the C word or anything else, with a person or a situation that you're in, you're feeling that fear, the very first thing you want to do is you want to acknowledge and recognize that you have fear. That it's not something you have to allow to trigger a thought and a reaction. It's like, notice, oh, I'm afraid right now. That's the frequency that's in my body, that's running my body. And when you recognize it, it actually pulls you out of it a little bit. You actually start to become the observer of the fear. So then what you can do is you put your hands on your heart, and the heart is very, very powerful, and I'll tell you why in a moment. And you start to breathe full, deep breaths into your body, because what happens when you're in fear and stress is you concave, your chest comes down, you breathe shallow, you're breathing up here in your chest, not down in your belly. But when you put your hands on your heart, you start to breathe deeply, and you just let yourself feel the fear. You don't try to fix it, you don't try to make it right, you don't try to make it wrong or good or bad in any way. You just breathe into the fear. My body is feeling fear right now. I am feeling afraid. You could be driving in a car doing this, keeping your hands on the wheel. You could be talking with somebody and just noticing that you're feeling afraid. You could be seeing somebody, a situation happening, and you can notice that you're being afraid, and you're just like, okay, I'm feeling afraid. Okay, breathe. And you want to exhale a little bit longer than you inhale. So breathe in Exhale. Keep exhaling. Automatically your body will start to breathe in again. Your body is naturally breathing itself. Your heart is naturally beating itself. Your body is literally taking care of you. There's over 1 billion processes happening in each cell of your body per second. Your heart is beating 1 gallon of blood through your body per minute. Your body is literally a miracle walking. So when you're feeling fear, which is in every cell of your body, the 50 to 70 trillion cells that you have are vibrating at the frequency of fear, and you pause and you recognize, I'm afraid. There's nothing wrong with this feeling. This is a normal human feeling. This is a normal human experience. Every person on the planet has felt afraid. And then you just breathe. Full deep breath. Exhale a little longer. All of a sudden your body starts to relax. The frequency of your body starts to relax, and so you can feel it. And then the other thing I wanted to share, two more things. One is about the heart. Your heart remembers, it learns. It has 40,000 neurons in it, inside the heart. They found 40,000 neurons with heart math. So that's telling scientists that the heart learns and remembers. And when you put your hands on your heart, you're actually dropping from your mind into your body, into your heart. And like I said earlier, I don't know if I said it on this video, but the heart is the first organ created when you're in your mother's womb. It's the very first organ that's created. And from the heart, everything else starts to be created in the body. So you're breathing into that heart and opening up the heart into the body, and you exhale a little bit longer, and then you drop into that present moment. So try this on. We are all in fear right now. There is a big change that's happening, lots of changes all around, I'm sure in your life too. And just give this practice a try and see what happens and see what shows up. I love you so much. Much aloha from the big island of Hawaii.